welcome back to my channel. It's Disney Lizzie here, your Disney craft girl. As you can see, I'm wearing my ears that I made from my last video last week. I'll post a link in the description if you want to watch that video again. But today's craft that I've chosen, I'm really excited about. So whenever I think of summer, I think of tie-dye shirts. I don't know about, is that just me? Is that just a weird thing? Does anybody else think of that? I do. So I'm going to do a tie-dye shirt, but you're going to be able to see like the little Mickey shape. And I found another one that I'm going to try and do a mini one, so it's got like a little bow in the middle, kind of like with my ears. So let's see how this turns out. I've never done it before. I've never done tie-dye on my own before. Let's see what happens. Right, supplies needed for this craft. It's just a few things. It's not very much. So obviously you're going to need white t-shirts that are cleaned and dried. You've washed them and you've dried them. Dental floss. I know that seems a little weird, but just wait. And a needle. So I don't know if any of you are picking up on that. I'm going to use a tie-dye kit because I'm not tie-dye savvy. So I went and got something that can help me out. What's included in this tie-dye kit are going to be things like rubber bands. This is called soda ash. So one of the steps in this is I'm going to be soaking these shirts. I'm going to be using a 2-gallon bucket or pot that they soak in 20 minutes with this soda ash stuff. And then there's also, so there's little, you can see the powder. There's dye in there that you will put tap water, like just warm water in here. At least that's what the instructions say. And it also comes with gloves. So, and of course I'll also be using little baggies to put the t-shirts in once we're done, and I'll show you all those steps on the way. And then I found these. So this is just a little adhesive silhouette of Mickey ears. I found these at Joann's in like the kids section. So it's got a sticky back, and then I also found mini ones. So when we put them on the shirt, you'll see like the little mini silhouette on this one, and you'll see the little Mickey silhouette on this one. Alright, so let's move to step 1. Alright, first step that we're going to do is I've taken that little adhesive Mickey and I've just applied it. See how it's sticking to my shirt? See that? And then I'm going to take, I've already threaded my needle with, yes, you guessed it, dental floss. I have to admit, when I was reading all the tutorials, I thought that was pretty strange. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to, I'm going to pick this up here. I'm just going to start at a point. Now, if you've noticed, I'm grouping from the inside of the collar because we're not going to sew both sides. We're just going to do the one side. So I'm using this as a stencil, and basically just I'm going to use this as a way to scrunch up the fabric once I have all the floss on there. So I'll go ahead and get this all traced out with the dental floss, and then we'll come back to the next step. Alright, my friends, so I finished doing that outline. I don't know how well you can see it since it is white on white, but I think that turned out pretty well. And these little stencils that I had found, since they're sticky and they're kind of thicker, and they're kind of, you can kind of hear like what type of material they're made out of. They're really sturdy, so I can pick up the fabric and move with it, and it was really easy to work with. So now the next part, so we're not just going to leave it like that. What we're slowly going to do, so I've got the floss from the inside, and I made a full circle up here at the top ear. Oh, let me get there. Right there. So that's where I started and finished. What we're going to do is we're going to pull. See how that's cinching up like that? I'm going to pull slowly because I don't want the floss to break, although I think that's why the directions say floss instead of just regular string. Also because it's plastic, so you don't have to worry about it like any of the dye bleeding. So I'm going to pull it until it's completely cinched up. Let's see what happens. It's actually working a lot better than I expected. I was kind of nervous about it. And my floss is way too long. Hey, it's a journey. Going on a journey together. So glad I've got friends with me. This is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Where's the collar? Okay, so it looks like I've almost got it all there. I'm just gonna keep pulling because we're gonna have like this little kind of, I'm gonna poke it all out when it's all done. And then, so I'm gonna help it along its way a little bit. Maybe we need to pull like here. Pull it all around, maybe like pull here a little bit and just keep pulling. Kind of like how when you're tying your shoelaces, you kind of have to cinch it all the way, right? So they're super tight. Where's the end of my floss? Got a really big shirt and a white piece of floss. Trying to get it all to work. Cinch. I'm almost there. I'm just checking so you can't see it all on camera. But you're supposed to pull until basically, I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? I'm pulling, pulling, pulling. I'm pulling super, super tight because that's going to be our little Mickey face. Then, let me go grab a rubber band. I'm going to put a few rubber bands here because you want a lot of space in between where your Mickey is going to be. Line it up with that cinched line that you made. Making sure, yep. I'm going to do these really tight because I don't want any extra dye to bleed into my Mickey face. Okay. And like I said, I was reading one blog so that there's like a definitive line between the Mickey and the rest of the design. So I'm just going to put a crap load of rubber bands here. And then the next step after this is where we soak it in that soda ash for 20 minutes. So it's getting a pot filled with that soda ash that I showed you in the beginning, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my mini shirt as well. We're going to soak them after that, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, welcome back, friends. This has soaked in that soda ash solution for 20 minutes, which I think is basically just hot water and baking soda. So now we're going to fold it into the pattern that we want. I'm going to choose a spiral. Now, when I'm doing this, I want to make sure my little puff out here is up at all times. In order to do a spiral, it's really easy. All you do is take the center and start twisting. Just twist, 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 twist. Get it all like this. Then we're going to start taking rubber bands. And just holding it together. And not everything has to be in, but I'm going to make mine so that there's like, you can easily see different sections, kind of like a pie. We're going to make this into a perfect like circle as best we can. It's not going to be perfect. It's just not, no matter what you do. Now the first thing that I will do is I'm going to raise up this my little poof. Okay, see that? I'm gonna put on the gloves. Now I've heard it's best to make the center of the Mickey a dark color, so I'm going to mix, because I only have 3 colors, I have my 3 basic primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. That's what the kit I chose with came from. And there is a line, so there's little instructions. See that line? So there was powder in the bottom. You just put water in there to that line. It has to be warm water, and then you shake it up. So real fast, I'm going to put some red on here. Ooh, that looks cool. I'm going to make sure I've got that whole part covered. Okay, make sure we're getting in all the nooks and crannies. Really saturating it. Little splashes are going to happen. There's not much you can do about it. And then, because like I said, I want to make this a darker color. Oh, see a little bit? Need a little bit more red right there. I'm going to put in some blue. Hopefully that'll make it like a purplish indigo color. That's what I'm hoping for. And then we'll just color in the rest of these remaining pie pieces. Okay guys, so I've put all the dye on there, and what I did was I put a little separate baggie on top of my little Mickey ear silhouette, and I put a rubber band around it, and then I put the rest of it in a regular baggie. Now the directions say I have to wait 24 hours to let the dye properly soak through, so I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see what these look like tomorrow. Okay, my friends, so I let this sit overnight. Look, you can actually see the Mickey silhouette. How fun is that? So that's the front. And then I'm going to flip it over so you can see the back. My Mickey one definitely turned out way, way better than the Minnie. Are you ready to see? That does not look like Minnie Mouse. It looks like half of Minnie Mouse. But don't worry, I have a way of fixing it. I saw this really cute idea of putting jewels here. So remember those Hot Fix glues from my last video? I'm going to use some of those, and I'm going to do an outline of Minnie Mouse here, and I'm going to do the outline of Mickey Mouse on the other shirt. So let me go ahead and finish that, and then we'll see what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, my friends, check it out. Look how cute that looks with the accent of the rhinestones. So just so you know, I used my Hot Fix jewel applicator. That's how I got those on there. And what I did was I took, because I had more of these little silhouettes, I just put it on there, held it on there, and held these on there. And just so you know, with the tie-dye, after you take them out of the plastic bags, after they've sat for 24 hours, you run them with cold water. I basically put mine in my tub and let the shower run on them for probably about 30 minutes until the water was as clear as I could get it. Then I ran them through the washing machine and the dryer and applied all these fun rhinestones. Now I will do that to my Minnie one, since again it doesn't really look like Minnie, but I'll use a silhouette so that you can at least see a Minnie or something on it. Yeah, that's it. Okay guys, so that was my latest video. I hope you had fun watching it. Thanks for watching. I'll have links linked below to how to make these and some of my past videos that are my favorites. Please like, share this video. Please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram at Disney Craft Girl. I've also started a Twitter page and a Tumblr page. I'm kind of old. I really don't understand how Tumblr works, but I've started a page nevertheless. Just to get the word out there to see how much fun I have, and I want to share that fun with everybody else. Again, thank you so much for watching this. Please leave some comments below if you have any other tips on how to do better tie-dye, because this was the first time I've ever done tie-dye on my own. Or if there were any other things that you can think of, any other Pinterest ideas that you'd like to see me try. Because just so you know, I do these in real time, and most of the time I've never tried these before. And so this is my real experience that you're experiencing with me when I'm doing this. Thanks so much for watching. Share with your friends, and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.